In the past, you've seen me talk about training, and you'll know from what you've seen before is I don't believe in this deliver a customer type terminology. I prefer to say we learn together, we create value together. And then when it comes to, the word consultancy, again, my view is we consult with each other. So for example, my day-to-day role, if you like, is exchanging information with clients whereby I assist them in developing a clear client brief, and then I develop responses to, in a collaborative fashion, to how I can help embed various issues of the day into organisational strategies, processes, practices, routines, and so on. So for example, if somebody needs a strategy document, obviously I can work and give the appropriate advice and guidance, again in a collaborative way, where we address, core principles of strategy, but often confused, unclear strategy documents. I believe actually strategy writes itself. So for example, the first part of a strategy document, or the first part we investigate collaboratively, is what's the current state of play in terms of the context or situation the organisation finds itself in. Now, emerging out of a contextual analysis, it's going to be, right, well, what are we trying to achieve? What objectives can we set for the company's future development? And from there, obviously, the old cliches, we have SMART objectives. That's a bit old hat. Even things like smarter objectives, where we add a couple of letters on the end, we can improve upon that. But ultimately, we get some objectives. And then often people say, well, what comes next? And I say, well, then we develop strategies to achieve the objectives. And again, it's really interesting because people often say, but I thought we were writing the whole strategy eventually. What's these other strategies? Well, just think of the strategies to achieve the objectives as specific strategies, and think of the overall strategy document and outcome of these processes I'm explaining as the overall strategy. So we need specific strategies to achieve the objectives. And then, of course, we need the important implementation. And again, the old cliches are, it wasn't the strategy that failed, it's the implementation that failed. Well, if we work collaboratively, obviously there are many areas where we can ensure the strategy is implemented, or the strategies are implemented where it doesn't fail. So, if a mini strategy was some collaborative activity to achieve an objective, there is a million and one things we can do to embed collaboration into organisations, which I've spoke about in other videos, or certainly touched on it. And then we have control and evaluation of the implementation and the overall strategy. And, the evaluation is about reviewing what went well, what could we have done better, what should we change for the future moving forward. And I'd love to speak much more at length about this, but obviously everybody be turning off. So thanks for listening, and we'll speak again soon.